Look at this. That's the proof right there. That's it. I'm lying from the very beginning.
No, you didn't. Really?
No, you always
So you went and got DNA test without asking me first?
Yes, I did.
Yo, we back with another video. It is Respect My Last Name. And if you're new here, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Nothing but bangers here. But listen, if you are new, make sure you drop in the comments that you sub so I can show you some love. But this video right here, the mother's first instinct is always to protect her child. Y'all let me know if she wrong.
Look at this. That's the proof right there. That's it. I'm lying from the very beginning.
No, you didn't. Really?
No, you always
So you went and got DNA test without asking me first?
Yes, I did. I did.
No, this is fake. This is
only
fake.
problem I have is
This
I wish
fake.
I had done it a long
This
time
is
ago
fake,
when
I
it
swear.
first crossed my mind. Zero. You know what zero is.
How could you sit here and do this without me?
What? I don't need your
You had
permission.
no right. This is not your business. This is my child.
No, it's family business.
You know what?
Listen.
You try to take everything from this is just to prove a point A.
Listen.
It's to prove a point A.
Listen. Say anything to you, you do whatever she says. She say jump, you jump. And I
Say
bet
no
you,
phone.
even information, you still gonna keep
This is my
Listen.
woman and my child. This has nothing to do with you.
Yes, it does. Listen, I put $10,000 in that child's college fund. Lord knows what it's up to now. No, what?
Because I already know how you act. Every time we ask for something or do something, you throw it in our face.
Listen, boy, that's why we don't have a good relationship now. You don't listen.
What
Face the
am I
truth.
doing with
Face
this?
the truth. You never want to
This
face
is
the
my
truth.
child.
That girl ain't never gonna be about nothing. Face that fact. Deal with that.
What you out of my
You're lying.
I don't want you nowhere near us. You stay away from my kids. You stay away from my woman. You stay away from everything that has to do. I'm so sick and tired of you. I'm sick and tired of you.
What? You know what, boy? I didn't raise no boys. And I'm not about to do it now. Don't you man up. Take that, boy. Take that. Face the truth and just admit you made a mistake. For a time in your life, admit you made a mistake and start over. Is nothing wrong with that?
You know what it is? Ever since you got this house and that little bit of money, you seem to act like you better than everybody else. That's why we always talking about you at family meetings. In church, nobody can stand you, mama.
Oh
and we
my
sit
God.
here, we
This
put up
boy
with
is
this
something.
all.
Yo, I don't know if this is real, but if it is real, I would like to know. You guys think like, is she dead wrong for this? Or like, would you want your mother to DNA test a child that she may not believe is yours? And if so, if this happened, how would you react? Like, is he right or who's wrong? Somebody is wrong. Somebody wrong. Either his nose is wide open and he can't smell what's happening around him, or the mother's just trying to protect her child. Yo, in the comments, let me know in the chats. Let's get to the next one.
I know.
I feel your nervousness from here. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Mr. Benning, you are not the father. You said earlier that if Robin was not your biological child, it causes you to doubt whether or not you truly are the biological father of Jermaine Benning Jr. The court wants to make sure when you leave here you have the whole truth. You are not the father.
Well, goddamn, Jermaine, it's a cold world out here. Ladies, y'all got 10 seconds to respond. Cause I know y'all know somebody, if you ain't to somebody who has done this or is running this scam right now. This is a scam. Dead ass scam. Damn, Jermaine. Hope you find love, brother. Keep your head up. Ladies, get in the chats. Defend whatever the hell is going on.
One of them. Imagine being told to pay child support for a kid that is not yours or go to jail. That was the order the state handed down to a Detroit man.
So today, he turned himself in, but here's what happened when 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell went with him to court.
Carnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his. A child he doesn't even know.
I haven't even had a chance to really speak to him except for one time when we took the DNA test.
Nonetheless, right now, under the law, he's a deadbeat dad. Today, he turned himself in to the judge as ordered.
Scared because I've been before this judge before.
But this time he had attorney Cherika Harris, who volunteered to help after seeing his story on 7 Action News. The judge said he will not go to jail for today.
Thank you. Thank Ms. Harris. And hope that we can resolve this soon.
I'm just trying to help him with his future.
Though the threat of jail is on hold, it is not over. Carnell Alexander still owes more than $30,000 to the state for a child that's not his, because the mom wrote his name down because she needed to name someone in order to get welfare benefits.
I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get assistance.
Now,
I'm almost homeless. I'm almost in jail. I'm out of work. My money is being threatened to be taken.
Carnell isn't just worried about how this is impacting him. He says the law needs to be changed, so when this happens, as it often does, other men don't become dad by default.
We can be defaulted into being a father of a child that is not ours. I don't understand that law, but it is a law in place.
In Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Yeah, you would think that mother would have to pay that money back instead of him, who's not the father's child.
So this is what the world is turning into by default. Just putting down, yo, Rodney ain't bother nobody. So she must have knew Rodney somehow to put his name down so she can get some WIC, what is it? What she say? Like, what did she ask for? Basically assistance. Why didn't you just put the regular father down? But there's questions inside of that. Because maybe she know who the dad is and can't reveal it because it's somebody close to the family or somebody in the family. Things be happening out here in the world, and yo, Rodney basically owes like a used Mercedes for something that's not even his fault or his problem, his issue. Yo, Detroit, y'all need to do better.
My sister-in-law DNA tested my daughter behind my back and then paraded the results all up in my daughter's face. Am I the a-hole for what I did next? I have a daughter who's 6. I am not my daughter's biological father. There is literally no blood relation between us. I was friends with her mother throughout all of my childhood. We were never romantically involved. When my daughter was a newborn, about 2 months technically, both her mother and father were unalived. I won't go into too much detail, but it was a workplace. Pew, 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 pew. My friend and her husband worked in the exact same building, and they were both gotten. Both my friend and her husband grew up with less than ideal families, so there was not any siblings for their daughter to go to. I was pretty much the next person that was available to take her because there was no next of kin. Because I was close to them, I was able to adopt her. And even though I was iffy about me myself having kids, I'd be darned if I watched my friend who I watched go through the foster care system's daughter also go through that exact same foster care system, which she had worked to actively get married so that her child would never have to go through that situation. It was just a wow that everything happened how it happened, because I was like, ain't this some bullshit? But I had to go ahead and cut fate off and be like, you will not continue this cycle of damaged human beings. We're going to stop it here because the mother did what she needed to do to stop the generational curse of not ideal families. And yet things still went wrong. But that's okay, because my daughter grew up with an amazing family, me and mine. I initially did not want to have a child, but I learned to love her as my own. My parents and my siblings know that my daughter is adopted, but they also know that that is my daughter and a part of our family. My daughter, I call Lily for the post, also knows that she's adopted. I have never hid the fact that she's adopted. She knows her parents aren't here anymore and was taken out by a horrible person. But honestly, I'm saving the gruesome details for when she's older. Lily does not look like me at all. She looks exactly like her mother or biological dad. When people see us in public, they just assume I'm her biological father and that she looks just like her mother. I don't really correct this when or if people assume this because it just seems unnecessary. My brother has been with his fiance for about 2 years now, and they have a 1-year-old. A few weeks ago, we was all meeting up at my parents' house, and my sister-in-law ended up seeing a picture of me when I was younger. Inside of the picture was my friend, her husband, and me. My sister-in-law inquired, who exactly is this lady? And I let them know it was Lily's mom. She got quiet and just stared at the picture for a long period of time. Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I did not think much of it. To clarify, she knows that my friend isn't here anymore. But I guess one of the things she didn't know is that my friend is married, or the fact that she was married to a different man other than me. She didn't know that Lily was not my biological child. Well, at the dinner table, my parents announced that they had made a college fund for both grandkids. It was going to be around the sums of $50,000 each. We was all very happy to hear this, and we ended up going back home afterwards. Literally, it was about a month later when I observed that my sister-in-law had got distant from my daughter. I was kind of confused about this situation because I thought that they had a pretty good life. Literally, it got to the point where anytime Lily would play with her son, she would go ahead and grab him and let Lily know, oh, my baby needs a nap. Or when Lily asks her something, she ignores her and tells her she's busy when all she's doing is on her phone. Well, it all came to a head because one day she came to my house to tell me she had something urgent to let me know. I was definitely interested. Well, I found out that my sister-in-law got a DNA test done on my daughter behind my back. She used my brother's DNA to see if my daughter had any linkage DNA to the grandparents or my brother. And y'all not gonna believe this, there was none at all. When the DNA test came back that her husband and my baby was not related, she knew for a fact me and my baby couldn't be related. She came straight to my door with the results and waved them in my face, saying that I was taking care of a deceased woman's affair baby. I was in shock. She said this directly to me in front of my daughter. We were both in the living room looking at this lady while she spewed this shit. I couldn't believe the fact that she came with this epic gotcha and was on the floor laughing my ass off because I was like, whoa, I thought it was horrible bad news that she was going to tell me. She didn't tell me nothing. I told her straight up, yeah, I adopted Lily. That's not my biological child. You know adoption exists, right? Her face went from regular to red. She then stormed off. My brother is mad that I embarrassed his fiancée, but I countered she embarrassed herself because not only did she come to me, she went to my parents talking about, listen, I know you wanted to give both of your grandkids $50K for a college fund, but you only have one grandkid. They already knew she was adopted, so they just sat there and listened to her speak. She actually suggested that the whole $100K should go straight to her son and that Lily shouldn't get anything because she's not related by blood. I was appalled. My mom, who is usually very kind, kicked her out of the house. She had made it clear right then and there that Lily is her grandchild. She told my sister-in-law if she did not respect that Lily is their grandbaby, she does not belong in our family. Since then, my brother and his significant other have been very quiet. I have kept all of this quiet from Lily. She does not need to know that she almost got pushed out of the family because of money. Crazy to me, but at the same time, it is okay, and she knows that she is loved and cared about. And I am super, super, super happy that I have the parents that I have that would stand up for Lily the way that they did.
Okay, I'm going to just say it. I'm going to say it. Elephant in the room. His brother's fiance. I don't know if y'all listen to Breakfast Club, but Charlamagne plays this thing of guess their race. In the chat, go ahead and what you think the brother's fiance is. Just put it in the chat. We'll talk about it next time. This is crazy over money because she believed that that child shouldn't get any money because she's not related by blood. Ma'am, you not related by blood. How about that? you only got there because somebody, you know, gave you a little seed. So you shouldn't get no damn money. Yo, in the chat, let me know, what race is she?
Oh, you in here sitting down, but I need all my money back, bro. I got it. Right there, open that right now, bro. You been playing with me, bro. Them twins are not mine. Open this. Come on. What is this? This is DNA test for the twins. You know the twins? You said that was mine? 12 years? 12 years? You see this? It ain't even 2 pieces of paper. I need it. I don't care, bro. I went to go get the DNA test, bro. Stop playing. First of all, where's the money? I need my money. I don't even care. I need my money.
Twins is 12 years old.
I don't care.
If you want a DNA test, you should have got the DNA test when I laid on the table.
That don't mean nothing,
You was
bro.
there.
Nah, I wanna,
It don't matter.
I got this
It don't
DNA
matter.
test.
12 years. Who else do they know?
Like, what
Who
is
else
y'all?
do
What
they
is you
know?
doing?
Who else do they know?
I need my money.
I'm eating because every dollar
I
I
don't
make
care about
put
that.
it in.
I don't care about none of that, bro. What? Where's my money? Lay that right here.
Clearly you want to tussle.
Like,
You want to tussle.
like, come on. I need my money, bro.
You want to tussle.
I need.
Shorty said you want to tussle. All right, listen, ladies, let me know if you end up getting pregnant and the man asks for a DNA test. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel embarrassed? Should you allow him to go get one? Or do you feel like he doesn't, not that he doesn't deserve it, but is it like a warranted? Like, would you feel some type of way if like you told him he was pregnant and he's like, you know, something, you know, we're all happy, but I would like a DNA test. Are you feeling some type of way? Men, I think we should do that. Regardless if it's your wife or your fiance or your girlfriend, I think you should ask for a DNA test. I think it should be standard, to be honest with you. I think once you go to your first appointment that y'all should find out if this is even your child or not. First appointment. Let's figure this shit out. So you can go figure out who's what and what's where and get your ducks in order. That's just me. If they want to start making executive decisions and executive laws, that should be one. Get it done early.
So me and our daughter, our 5-year-old daughter, went and got tested today. Okay. And it said that I am...
Wait, why you take my baby to go get tested anyway? What do you mean? What kind of test, first of all?
I went
and
and got a DNA discovery thing so you find out where you come from and kind of find out the child doesn't come from me. Yeah. 5 years, I can't even go crazy right now because the kids are asleep. So I'm trying to stay calm.
You raised her for
We
5
have 3
years
children
anyway.
and the last one is not mine. How's this possible? Well, we know how it's possible. But guess what? Because the kids are asleep, I'm not going to turn violent. I'm not going to call you a bunch of names or cause a big scene. But you and that 5-year-old, who I do love, is going to have to leave the place.
No, because I pay bills here too, and her brothers and sisters is here. You ain't never about to separate my kids.
You are on none of the bills with your name. Technically,
yeah, okay, whatever.
You don't have your ID that says you live here. 1, 2,
This
you
is
see what I
ridiculous.
said?
Why would you do this?
What you mean, why would I do that? Are you serious right now? Now I don't give a shit. What do you mean, why would I do that?
That's still your child.
No, that's your child.
You raised her for
No,
5 years.
that's
Why
your
would you
child.
What
And yes, I do love her. I'm not denying that.
I mean, you're not
But I
showing her
can't
love.
continue to raise a child that's not mine. I'm not
What
doing
type of
that.
love?
What kind of father would I be to my other 2 children to show them the kind of weak man raises a kid that's not his?
What kind of man raises a child for 5 years and then try to kick her and her mother out?
No.
What kind of man
What
does
kind of
that?
woman portrays that as his child for 5 years?
Okay, it was a mistake.
A mistake?
And you raised her.
A
She
mistake,
knows you
a
as
mistake
daddy.
is putting extra ketchup on my french fries. A mistake is accidentally turning off the TV.
This is ridiculous.
How do you accidentally get pregnant by somebody else? Do you even know who the father is?
It doesn't matter who the father is.
It doesn't matter who the father
No, it
is.
doesn't.
Are you serious right now?
We've been in this house for 5 years raising that baby, and the other 2, they know each other as they know you as daddy.
No, yes, daddy, father, papa, all that good stuff. But guess what? It is what it is. You wasn't honest back then, and I'm gonna be honest with you right now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay? So I already called the police to come escort you out of here. You
And Skirt, you called the police
100% because I didn't want no arguments. 100%. I didn't want no arguments.
You just
I didn't want no
started
fight. No. I ain't starting no argument.
Yes, you did.
I am ending a problem.
Oh my God.
That's what we're doing.
Now we're a problem.
No.
Now we're a
no.
problem.
Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I love the little girl, but I'm not gonna continue to be a father to a child that's not mine, and I'm not gonna be loyal to a woman who was never loyal to me.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe you didn't do this shit.
A mistake is putting too much ketchup on his fries. Listen, I don't know why they say this. You all they know. I'm all they know because you made me all that they know. This is not his problem. This ain't no man's problem. Could you walk away after 5 years? Shit, could you walk away after 12 years? Fellas, in the chat, let me know. After 5 years of raising a child that's not yours, would you or would you not walk away? After 12 years, that's almost double. Would you or would you not walk away? That's why I think it's important to go ahead and get tested early in the game. First appointment, get tested, or as early as possible. But y'all walking away? And ladies, y'all want to keep the lie going? Because soon enough, the man will wake up and y'all going to have to go ahead and account for and telling your child the truth. Then they're going to look at you funny. I don't know. Is it worth it? Let's keep watching. It was a little touchy subject, but I really love you guys in the chat. Y'all really dropped some super gems on that last video, and hopefully we can do the same thing this time. But listen, you know what it is. Just respect my last name. Hit the like, subscribe, notifications, and if you are a new subscriber, go ahead and drop it in the chat so I can show you some love. Until next time, y'all be safe.